Yeah, as you arrive at the presidential administration this morning, which has previously been one of the most heavily fortified sites in this city, today it is in the hands of the protesters. They have repainted the concrete barricades in the colours of the national flag, and they say they're holding it now on behalf of the people. They are very peaceful, they are very calm. They say they're protecting it as much against hotheads, against those who would throw Molotov cocktails, who would try to loot it, as they are against the government. And they're working with state security services in there. The guy who yesterday we met, he was head of security then for the presidential administration. Today he's on his walkie-talkie wandering around the grounds, but deferring to the head of the Maidan Defence Force, what they call this civil protection group that the protesters have formed themselves. It's a similar scene at the Parliament. The protesters have formed a guard there. That's the only place that we've seen any form of violence today. When members of the ruling party tried to leave, they were effectively surrounded by the protesters, beaten quite badly outside and forced back inside the building. One man shielded by paramedics. They formed a human shield around him to get him safely back into that building. But elsewhere it is very peaceful, it's very calm. People are describing this to us as a day of victory, a day of freedom in Ukraine, and they're bringing their children here to witness it. Outside town at the presidential residence, I mean, the traffic is now backed up for miles on the approach to the presidential residence. Many people are just abandoning their cars at the side of the road, walking the last few miles. We got a lift with two chaps on quad bikes to take us in because there is just such a volume of people heading there now. I would say there are thousands on the march to the presidential residence. Once you're there, inside the grounds, I mean, it is a stunning, extravagant property. There are at least two main residences there. They are palatial in their scale, and people are now peering in through the windows, looking at President Yanukovych's furniture, trying the presidential front doors and having pictures taken in front of it. One woman said to us, we wanted to see where all the money has gone, and now we know. But they are, again, there, very peaceful, very calm. They're telling you, for instance, to keep off the grass. They see themselves as custodians now, the protesters there, and say they're holding similarly those buildings on behalf of the people, trying to work out what to do with them. Perhaps a children's home, one woman suggested, perhaps a hospital, one of the medics said, but something that is fitting, that honours the sacrifice so many have made in this cause.